Welcome to the YouTube video discussion covering a major power struggle in the House of Representatives that threatens to upend negotiations later this year on a vote to raise the debt ceiling. Currently, the debt ceiling is set at $31.4 trillion, and it's expected that the measures put in place by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen to prevent exceeding this limit will be exhausted this summer. This power struggle involves the House Freedom Caucus, a powerful bloc within the House that currently has around 45 members. This bloc has presented a series of drastic demands that they say must be met before they would agree to vote to raise the debt ceiling. These demands include drastic cuts in federal spending, a return to Clinton-era work requirements for public assistance, and an end to federal regulations and subsidies on domestic energy production. The Freedom Caucus' unwavering stance on their uncompromising list of demands is causing a major sticking point that could prevent Speaker Kevin McCarthy from passing legislation without Democratic support. Currently, McCarthy cannot afford to lose more than 4 members of his caucus on any vote without Democratic support, and therefore is stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to reaching a majority vote with his current members. In response to the crisis at hand, President Joe Biden has refused to negotiate with Republicans on the debt ceiling, but has left the door open for winning support in the House for a debt ceiling hike through negotiations on the next year's federal budget. In an effort to start these negotiations, he released his proposed 2024 federal budget on Thursday. This 182-page document proposed a number of significant new taxes on the rich, including a 25% minimum tax, as well as taxes on oil and gas companies and the corporate tax rate being hiked to 28%. Republican lawmakers responded to Biden's budget by calling it completely unserious. House Budget Committee Chairman Jody Arrington stated his committee's budget process had been delayed by the administration's timing, and they are now working to produce a Republican budget plan that reflects the vision of the party. There is no easy fix to this extremely complicated situation we find ourselves in today. Treasury Secretary Yellen has warned of the catastrophic damages a default on our debt would cause, urging all members of Congress to come together without conditions and without waiting until the last minute to find a solution. It will be interesting to see how these negotiations escalate between the Freedom Caucus and their Republican counterparts, as the ramifications of this vote certainly weigh heavy on the U.S.'s future.